Hello, hello, everyone. This is Kristen Beading here with Softlex Company. We are live on the Softlex Company Facebook page and YouTube channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And today we are going to be working on a woven craft wire style earring. And we're going to take a look at our Monster Mash kits because it is Monster Mash week this week. Hey, Zach. Hello, hello. Speaking of Monster Mash, I've got a giveaway going on. You have to be here live to enter. It's hashtag Monster Mash, all one word, and that will put you in the drawing for a free supply kit. Monster Mash supply kit, which is what I'm going to use today. So while you're all popping on, I'm just going to finish setting up the giveaway in my back end here. Just say hello, comment with the hashtag Monster Mash, all one word to enter. And let's see if this wants to open. Oh, site can't be reached. Oh, there we go. So, oh, it's hard to type and talk. So one moment, I will be back. All right, got my giveaway set up. Hello, hello, everyone. Oh, so many of you joining me today already. It's just popping on. Yeah, let's talk about the Monster Mash real fast. So the Monster Mash is a 2-day Halloween jewelry making party with our friends at Jesse James Beads and us at Softlex Company. And we have 4 fabulous designers for you. There'll be 2 designers on Thursday and 2 designers on Friday of this week, October 12th and 13th. And the party goes from 1 to 3 p.m. Pacific time, 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern. So we started off, I think I have this in order. We started off with Rachel Malice, and then we have Jennifer Miller on Thursday, and then we kick it off with Jem Hawks, and then we end it with Abby Berta on Friday. So for this particular event, we had 2 kits for you to purchase. You have the supply kit that you would get from us over at Softlex Company, and then you'd pick up the bead kit from our friends over at Jesse James Beads. Many of you have both, and that's what I have shown on my table right here. And if you're following along with any of the 4 designers that will be presenting and sharing classes during the Monster Mash jewelry party, you'll need both to do the exact designs that they're doing. However, Jesse James Beads did not make as many kits of the bead kit as we made of the supply kit. So we have a few extra. We have about 20 extra, I think, in stock over at Softlex Company right now of just the supply kit. And if you didn't purchase either and you want to join the fun this weekend, you could pick up the supply kit and then use your own beads from your stash to kind of supplement with what everyone's doing. Or you can find other beads at softlexcompany.com or jessejamesbeads.com that you want to use in relation to the projects. We do have pictures of the projects available. Where are those? They've been put in the email. They're probably on the our Softlex Company Facebook page too, but maybe I'll post it and make sure it's there. I'll make sure it's there today on the Facebook page and on the VIB Studio group so that you can see the ideas that the classes are. And if you need to supplement any of your own beads, you can do that. And lastly, I thought it would be fun to open up the supply kit from Softlex Company, and I know what everyone used, so I was just going to use some craft wire and some of these little bat charms from Tierra Cast that I don't believe anyone put in their class. So I'm going to do something today that you can do with only the supply kit from Softlex Company if that's all you're able to grab a hold of. All right. Hello, hello, hello. So in addition to the Monster Mash happening this week, we've also got a 20% off sale going on. It's the 20% off the Spooky Fall Collection. So if you go to softlexcompany.com and you click on our holidays subcategory, everything in that subcategory is 20% off. And there's over 200 different items in there. There is the Monster Mash kit. So you will get 20% off the supply kit. Good until tomorrow, October 10th, or while supplies last. And we have some items that are closeouts and things like that. So we put things in there that we felt were Halloween inspired, fall inspired, and then any bead colors or components that we might have online that sort of fit into that spooky fall theme. We bundled them all into that category, that holidays category, and you can get 20% off of everything in that cart. No coupon needed. It does not apply on top of other order discounts, but it would apply on top of anything that was like a bundle sale or a closeout sale. So no coupon, you just add your items to the cart. You'll see the 20% off. And then if you're in the United States, we've got free shipping over $65 or more. And we have a new guest on our beading party this week. So Wednesday, I believe Sarah will be there on Wednesday for the beading party at 3 p.m. Pacific time. If you see me pop up, it might happen. I don't know. But as of right now, I think Sarah will be doing the beading party. But we have someone new for you. Her name is Sandra Dotson, and she was a teacher at Craftcation. I took a class with her, and I really enjoyed her class. And then I actually got to see her a little bit even after class, chit-chatted, and we reached out to invite her on to share some wire weaving. She is a wire weaver, and she creates her own jewelry, but she also teaches and has kits. We had sent her some craft wire, some Softlex craft wire to try out. And so we're really excited to chat with her this week. So she'll be someone brand new to many of you, I'm sure, and looking forward to having a little chit chat with Sandra. I'll show you all here. Let me actually open this up. So this is the pendant I made with her during that crafting conference. It is a wire woven pendant. It's a heart. I don't know if she's going to show exactly how to do this because it is kind of a lot to do in an hour. But I know that she will be sharing, I think she's got this as a kit. So I know she will be sharing some items that she has available as a kit. She also has some items available as just the PDF download. So if you don't need the supplies, but you just want the tutorial, she'll have that. And then she'll be sharing a short demo with us. I don't know exactly what that will be, but isn't this lovely? I was so excited to learn how to do a little bit of wire weaving. My earring today is based off of what I learned with her, but it's a lot more simplistic. This is a little more, there's got extra stuff going on because there's like 2 different types of weaving and wrapping happening. So this was from Sandra's class, Sandra Dotson from Entangled Co. Damien, if you'll go look at the YouTube stream set up for Wednesday, I do have her website in the description, and I'd like to share that with everybody. Give them a little head start. She even has a special coupon for us exclusively for Softlex customers, and she went ahead, and I have that in the stream description as well. So I took her what she taught me with the wire weaving, and I just made this earring using Softlex craft wire, and I added the gunmetal ear wire and the gunmetal or blackened bat that we have in the Monster Mash kit. So this uses 2 different gauges of Softlex craft wire, and they're both included in the Monster Mash kit. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. Got some tools here at my table. I've got a pair of flush cutters. I've got my nylon jaw pliers. I've got a pair of round nose pliers. I also have my multi-mandrel looping plier. I might use this instead of round nose. And I have a bent nose plier, which you can also use a chain nose. There she is. There's Sandra's website. Find out more at entangledco.com. And that's how you can find out more about Sandra Dotson. And we're going to meet with her on Wednesday for the beading party. But she's got a few kits on there. And she's also got... I don't know if you have the coupon code too, Damien, but she's got a coupon code specifically for us Softlex customers, and she already has it activated, so I know we can share it today. There it is. Use coupon Softlex15 for 15% off exclusively for our customers. And that is at entangledco.com. So you'll learn more about her on Wednesday, but I thought it would be nice to just give a little heads up, a little background earlier than that, since she is someone new to our beading party community. So this is the bead kit from Jessie James Beads. It had a lot of really fun stuff in here. And this is what all of the designers will be using on Thursday and Friday. However, this has sold out. I was on their website last week. I think it sold out on Friday. So that one is no longer available, but we still have a bunch of the Monster Mash supply kits from us at Softlex Company. We made a little more. We have a little overage of our supply kits versus the bead kit that Jessie James Beads made. So that's why we have some extras left. And the earring design I'm going to share today uses just the supply kit. So you could still grab this. And if you comment with the hashtag Monster Mash, all one word, we're going to give away one of these for free. Hello, Rosalinda. Hi, Amber. Congratulations on your good news, Miss Amber. Yes, beads for teats, says Becky. Zach is saying, what gauge wires? Oh, I'm going to share that with you just in a moment. So in the supply kit, you'll get craft wire, bare copper, 18 gauge. So that's what I'm using for the base of the earring. And then you'll have bare copper, 26 gauge. And that's what I'll be using for the wire weaving. And this is our bare copper. So that means that there's no enamel coating on top. This will tarnish and patina over time. If you don't want the color to change, you can always pick up our non-tarnish one. But I actually think this will be quite nice for this design. And for a number of reasons. We included bare copper because Jem Hawks is one of our teachers and she likes working with the bare wire. I also think it'll be really nice if this were to kind of darken a little bit over time or patina. And you can even use products or chemicals to make it patina because it doesn't have that enamel coating on top. I'm not well versed in that, so that's something you'll have to take a look at. I think James did do a video way back when on how to darken your bare copper wire. So that's on our YouTube channel. But there's probably other people out there that are a little more well-versed in how to do that, and they will have some tutorials or tips on that. Heather just ordered hers because she never wins. I know the feeling, Heather. One of my sons used to win everything when he was little, and it was like so surprising to me. He was just such a lucky kid. Anytime he entered into things, for some reason, he would come out a winner. But that's not my experience. Debbie says she really loves the anti-tarnish wires. Yeah, the nice thing about anti-tarnish is you don't have to worry about it tarnishing. But if there are a lot of people out there that like to patina the wire or darken the wire, and if you're doing something like wire weaving where patina, making a little patina in it will help the design even stand out more, the bare copper is really great for that. So in addition to your craft wire that you get in the supply kit, you're going to have some copper color metallic Softlex beading wire. This is a stainless steel core, has a proprietary braid. It's been colored in copper, so it's not real copper, but it's copper colored. And then it has a coating on top. Super fun color to work with. Really great for fall. And then, of course, we have our black onyx color included in here, too. So these are 2 10 feet of Softlex beading wire, 2 full spools of our craft wire in 18 gauge and 26 gauge. And then you get some gunmetal findings. So you get crimp tubes. I think there's usually a lot of crimp tubes because we have a few designers. So we tend to do around 20. I feel like this has more than 20 in here though. I don't know if we listed that anywhere. But we've got the gunmetal ear wires. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 3 pairs of those. You've got the 2 by 2 millimeter blackened crimp tubes, which is sterling silver that has been blackened. So these are sterling silver crimp tubes that have been given a blackened finish. And then the gunmetal lobster clasp. So you'll have a little findings packet in here. Let's see, can we get any of our crimps back in the bag? Or are they all going to go all over the table? And then we did have a few charms and a few beads in here. I think these are from, I know the bats are from Tiara Cast. So we've got 2 of the black bats, which I was also thinking would be fun to do a little bit of like a paint on top, just to kind of bring out see if I can get it to focus. Bring out the details. Either a little bit of like an orange copper paint or even a white paint on top might be fun to bring out those details. And then I think this little mix here was from Abby at the Bead Place. She included these in, you can find her at beadplace.net, but she included these little goodies into our supply kit. So you've got 2 of these birds, which I adore. And I believe Rachel Malice is using these in her design. And then we've got these fun dancing skeleton charms, perfect for Monster Mash. I think Abby is using this in her design. And then we have these great little Melanie shaped orange pumpkin beads. I don't remember if someone had these in their design or not. So I didn't use them because I wasn't sure. So I decided to stay away. But I knew that the bats were available. I knew they weren't something that one of the other teachers was using. So I pulled those out. And we're going to use the craft wire. Hey, Gail. Gail says she's late because she checked earlier and it didn't look like I was going to be on today. Glad I rechecked. Yeah, I was a little late in setting up the stream today. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this project because I made the sample last week and then I couldn't find it today. So I was busy this morning cleaning up my mess of a desk, you know, part organizing, part looking for this. And I got it all cleaned up and I still couldn't find this sample. And so I was going to change my idea and do something else. And then I decided, well, I'll just wing it without my sample. And like about 10 minutes before we went live, I realized that I put it in my purse to show a friend because I went out to dinner with a friend on Friday night. And I remembered, oh, I know why I can't find it anywhere. It's in my purse. So I'm so glad I found it right before we went live because it would have been okay to wing it, but it's always a lot nicer to have an example sitting here, remind myself what I did. So that's why I was a little late at setting up our stream today. So I'm going to cut the 18 gauge wire, and I feel like I did about 8 inches originally, which is probably more than I'll need, but like always, it's good to have. Yeah, I was going to be bat winging it. Goliti says. I'm still somewhat winging it because I'm very new to this wire weaving technique. And hopefully you'll learn a little more from Sandra on Wednesday. I know we've had Kay on doing some wire weaving. I'm sure if you follow our friend Kay Goss over at Stars Beads and Bead Doria, you've seen her wire weave before. She is a wire whiz, that one. Oh, Becky's talking about her, something that she created that used the Halloween Hustle beads. I think she's talking about these little fun eye beads that I used in this bracelet. And the big nose beads. I don't know which ones were the big nose beads. But you can still pick up the mix. I think we're sold out of the kit, but you can still pick up the Halloween Hustle mix, which has the eye beads. It has these beads in there. Which other ones? It's got many of these beads. I think the orange was an extra strand that was only in the kit, but all of the other colorful beads were in the mix. You could still get skulls and bones. Those are on there too. Okay, so we've got 2 strands. I cut 8 inches of the 18 gauge bare craft wire. And then I'm going to cut 1 long strand, 36-inch strand from this 26 gauge bare copper wire. I actually think I might have did more because I did my full my full ruler, which is 16 inches. So I pulled that 3 times. So that's 16, 32. Maybe it was closer to 48 inches. I'll just cut that so I have more and not less. Although I feel like in my head, I remember 36. And 48 feels pretty big now that I've cut it. Okay, I'm gonna go back to 36 because 48 is feeling quite large. So 36 inches in the 26 gauge wire and 2. I'm just going to try and wrap that up a little bit. Two strands of the 18-inch wire, 18 gauge wire in 8 inches. And now I'm just going to straighten this one a little bit more because it's a little wonky. Let's straighten that one out a little. So what I did the first time here is I made a loop. You're only seeing one wire at the top here. And this is kind of like probably not the best connection, but it's what my mind did. And I'm just going to go with it again. I'm sure as I practice a little bit more, I might get a little bit better at how to finish this off. Let's see what size I probably did that. It looks like that one. I'm going to do the multi-mandrel, the second size here. And I'm just going to make myself a loop with both the wires. Like so. And then maybe I'll pull them back a little bit to straighten them out. And don't worry if they're not totally even, because I ended up only actually using one and kind of folding the other one over. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Now I'm going to take my thinner gauge. Yes, these multi-mandrel pliers are for sale. All of the pliers that I'm using today, we do sell at softflexcompany.com. So now I'm going to take this thinner gauge of wire, which is 26 gauge, and I'm going to wrap it around. I'm going to wrap it around these 2 pieces of wire here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go with 6, I think. And then I'll just kind of tighten it up. Line them up a little bit. And trim off that excess. You can even keep wrapping until you've used it all up. Okay, so now that I've got that, I'm going to push it towards my loop. Push it up towards my loop. And now for my next wrap, I want to go in between these two pieces. So I want to take the thin wire in the middle of those two pieces. And I'm going to wrap it 3 times. Or 2 times, actually. Maybe I did 2 times. Let me look. So they're both inside. And then, especially in the beginning when I'm having a hard time holding everything, I don't worry if they're like connected too much, because you can just use your pliers to squish them together. And let me just check what I did here. It looks like I did 3 and 3. So that was 2. So I'm going to go in the middle of these 2 wires one more time so that I've got 3 wraps around. And then scoot that up to my other wraps I did earlier. Ooh. So I've got 6 around both of them and then 3 around just the center. Now I'm going to go around both of them again 3 times. There's 1. And in the beginning, you have a lot of wire to work with. 2 and 3. So just be mindful. It might catch on to things. If you have a pair of like a kumihimo bobbin, that was what Sandra did in class. She wrapped up the thinner wire in a kumihimo bobbin, and I thought that that was a really fun idea and kept it a little bit more organized, I guess. So now that I've gotten 3 in between and then 3 around both of the wires. And now I'm going to go and take this wire in between again. And I should mention that I'm wrapping just the bottom. So I'm wrapping in between in the same spot. So this is the bottom wire, then around both, and then wrapping against the bottom wire again. So there's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. And then I'll just take my pliers and tighten them up so that they're nice and neat. And now I'm going to go around both wires again. And you can change the counts, 'cause going around both wires is a little bit faster. So to make it quicker, maybe you change the count and you go around both wires 6 times and you go around just the inside 3 times, or however you can experiment and see what you like. And so now you see my pattern starting, sort of that woven pattern. And I just noticed sometimes you have to kind of flatten out your wires a little bit if they start to spin on you. And as you have a little bit more to grab onto, it's a little easier to keep those 2 wires next to each other so that they don't go on top of each other. So who's ready for the Monster Mash party? So fun to be hosting for a change. You know, it's lovely to design, but it's also lovely to just hang out and be the host. So I'm going to be the host on Friday, I believe, and Sarah Ayler is planning to host on Thursday. But again, we're being flexible because we just don't know what's going to be going on with Sarah. So you might end up with me both days. I don't know. I know she misses all of you, though. I know Sarah misses seeing all of you and talking with all of you. So hopefully, oh, he's got a little. And then I'm just doing the same thing each time. I'm going in between the two wires for 3 and then around the 2 wires for 3. Then between the 2 wires for 3. Becky has her Monster Mash kits. Woohoo! It's always fun to have some new designers that we don't get to kind of play around with and hang out with as often. Join us too. You guys may have remembered Gem Hawks from a previous party. I know she does a lot of Jessie James Beads videos. And then Rachel Malice has done a lot of work with Sam's Bead Shop. And then she's also been on a beading party with us in the past too. I have done more Halloween jewelry this year than I ever remember doing. And I'm seeing so many of your lovely spiders in the VIB studio group. It's been awesome. Somebody was commenting on the video. I don't know if it was, I saw the comment today, but it might have been a few days ago. And she's like, I keep seeing all these great spooky spiders in the VIB studio group. I was wondering where they came from. And I said, I feel like each year there's more and more of you making spiders. Melissa says, me too. I keep making the spiders. I can't stop. Yeah, that seems to happen to a lot of you, which is super fun to see. I have a spider that I started. I haven't been able to finish yet, but I was using the sugar skull as the booty. And you can grab these sugar skulls at softflexcompany.com. They were included in the Halloween Hustle kit, but we've sold out of the kit. You can grab them while supplies last. Maria, that was you. Yeah, I was like, that was you that commented that. So I was like, I know there's spiders everywhere. It's so fun to see all the different beads and how they change the look of the spider. And some of you are making them for Halloween and some of you are making them for Christmas. Oh, my favorite thing about this technique is just like that texture. Oh, that woven basket texture is just so cool. I probably should have did a little a step out for you so you don't have to sit here and watch me weave forever, but here we are. Oh no, Debbie says I ordered mine, but there was a bit of a shipping problem. I'm not sure if I have everything. Is there pictures of what we're supposed to have somewhere so I could check? I ordered yours and Jessie James beads. In the beginning of this I know there's an unboxing video that Sarah James and Sarah Ayler did right in the beginning. So I'm not sure if that was on the Jesse James Beads page. Maybe you can take a look, Damien, and see if you can find the link to that unboxing. And that will show exactly what was in the supply kit and what was in the bead kit for you to take a look and make sure you have everything. I believe we had it on a blog, so I'm sure. I am using 36-inch, oops, sorry, hit the camera. Caroline's asking, how many inches do we need to weave? I guess it depends on how big the loops will be. Yes, it depends on your design. I went with 36 inches just because I didn't really want to weave, to have much more of this wire to wrangle. So I thought, well, let's just do 36 inches and see where that gets me. And so that's what I'm using for the earring. So if you were going to do a bracelet, you would need probably quite a bit more. Let me see if I can, where is my earring here? So this is the size loop I ended up with, which is about 1 inch. From here to here is about 1 inch. So it probably made about 2 inches worth. I guess we'll measure this at the end and have an idea of how much that made. Before I loop it, I will measure it. Oop, I have a little oopsie here from pulling my wire down. So when that happens, I just want to undo that oopsie, undo that loop, and then using my nylon jaw pliers, I can kind of try and work it out. And it's not super perfect, but that's better than having that little loop in there. So how about you all? Have you done wire weaving before? And if you have, what kind of projects have you done it with? I can see this being really fun for like a bangle. It'll use a lot of wire, but I love that. I love that texture. Amber said she's done it a couple of times. Awesome. Ilyanka says, yes, I do a lot of wire weaving. I don't even have a crimping plier. So you are for sure a wire worker, a wire person. But you don't need a crimping plier when you're working with craft wire. My tension's not perfect, but that is okay. still learning. When we're learning, we have to allow ourselves to make imperfectly perfect items. Oh, yes, Kimberly, for hoop earrings. That is a great idea. Thank you, Damien. It looks like Damien has found the unboxing video of the supply kit and the bead kit, where both the Sarahs opened up the kits. And that should allow you to see everything that you need. I know in the supply kit is everything I showed in the beginning of this video. So the 2 spools of craft wire in 18 and 26 gauge in the bare copper, and the 2 spools of Softflex beading wire in medium diameter in copper and black, 10-foot spools, as well as these beads and charms, and then all of these findings, which are ear wires, lobster clasps, and crimp tubes. So that's everything that's in the supply kit. But I can't really speak to the bead kit, so you'll have to look at the unboxing for Jessie James Beads bead kit. It sure is helpful to have a little bit of a nail on your fingernail when you're doing wire weaving, isn't it? Kind of help bring that wire down. And said she ordered her kit. She did have a couple of beads with issues from Jessie James Beads in her bead kit, but they helped her out with a bit of a discount. Well, maybe you can use something instead of those black and white checkered beads from your stash. But that's always a bummer when something like that happens. I'm glad that they helped you, worked out a situation, worked out a Ooh, awesome, Kim. Kim says, I just ordered a roll of craft wire in each gauge and plan on trying some weaving and wrapping. Right on. Okay, let's see how long this is so far. Almost 3 inches. I'm speeding up as I get to the end here. If you haven't entered the Monster Mash giveaway, go ahead and make sure to comment with the hashtag Monster Mash, all one word. You must be here live at the end when I pick the winner to win, and I'm going to give away one of these supply kits today. Depending on where you live, you may get it in time for the Monster Mash party. We're in California. Softflex Company is headquartered, located in Sonoma, California. So if you're not too far from us, you may get it in time. All right, so I'm just going to go, that was 3, 4, 5 and 6, since I'm getting close to the end of my wire here, I went ahead and did 6 at the end, just like I did 6 at the beginning. And then I'm just gonna flatten it out here a bit too. So let's trim this part off. I still had a lot left of wire, so I definitely cut myself way too much. I have a little over 4 inches left, so probably cutting yourself more like 6 inches to start makes a little more sense. I'm going to cut off a few so I don't have as much to wrangle. So that's closer to 6 inches for those bases, those base wires now. Okay. And this total woven part is just a smidge over 3 inches. So I had cut 36 inches, and after weaving it up, I've got a smidge over 3 inches. And to make this loop, I just did it by hand. So you might have a tool or something that you can use, but I just slowly bent it up by hand. Like so. You can see here, I'm going to want to straighten this loop a little bit. So I'm just going to bend that up, maybe even a little more. And then I'll close that back up again. And at this point, I came to where they cross, and then just using my hands, I went and wrapped around. Let me do one at a time. Went and wrapped around the one side. Let me take, this one's on the bottom, so I'll take that around, and then I'll take this one around. And then I'll come back one more time, just like so. I'm going to go ahead and trim off those 2 pieces and tuck those in. So this is the part where I'm like, this is where, you know, if I know what I'm doing, I think you get this part down a bit better, because I was just like, how am I gonna end this? I want to flatten this part a little bit. Pull this back so that these are a little more parallel. Decide what the front and the back is. I think that's the front. Yeah. And then I took one of these loops that's in the back, and I grabbed it and pulled it. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. And pulled it away from the other. And then I tucked it down here, because I didn't need that loop anymore, but I didn't want to cut it off because I was afraid it would fall apart. And then I can take this one and reshape that loop in the front. So, I mean, there's probably a better way of doing this. But that was where I got a little stumped of like, how do I finish this off? I'm going to flatten that a bit in the back too. I might actually even cut a little bit off here. Cut a little off so that I could pull this a little tighter down. Thanks for all the love on the design. So you can just hang that from your ear wire now. And then I need to make a nice large jump ring for my bat. And let me see what size I ended up doing. I know I used this mandrel. It looks like I did that size there. Not the largest size, but the one just down from it. And I could pick up actually that little piece that I cut off. So I don't even have to grab any more. More wire and place this piece into my wire looping mandrel. And I'm going to wrap around this size here. So I'm going to go all the way around. And I'll just keep going around until I finish that entire piece of wire. So I've got a little coil. And then I'm going to flush cut one side, let it fall, and I'll have one side, nice jump ring. Now one side will be flush and one side will have a little bit of a point. So you want to make sure you go to the side that has a point and place your cutters there and flush that one out too. So now I've got two ends that are flush on my jump ring. And then I can twist that open, add my bat, add that to my earring, and I wonder if I put it on. There we go. I think I put it on the right way. And there we go. Let's see what a few of you are saying. Colidi looks like she's got a great idea. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer's going to be one of our designers this week. So excited for your class, Jennifer. Colidi says, before you cut the excess, you could loop a wire down and add a dangle inside. Oh, that's a good idea. I could have taken... maybe I should have started with a little bit longer of a wire, and then I could have added it on the inside here. Super cool. I definitely feel like this was the hardest part of this design, is trying to figure out what to do with some of that extra wire. And I just sort of kind of wildly wrapped it around the back. Probably some better options out there, but that's where my brain went. Anne is loving the woven design for the bats. Thanks, Anne. Great idea, Colidi, with those dangles, for sure. Susie says, so cute. Maria thinks it's fabulous. Thank you, guys. Yeah, super easy to make jump rings with this tool. The key to making jump rings is you want to make sure that the mandrels are the same. Whereas like on a tool like a tapered round nose plier, it's going to be hard to get the same. You know, if you coiled this, it would end up being more like a cone. So you want your mandrel to be the same. And if you're only doing a couple, this is perfect. If you need to do more, then you probably need something more like a dowel. But if you just have you just need a couple for a pair of earrings, this tool is awesome for that. Yay, I'm so glad you liked it. It looks like my second one came out a bit bigger than my first one. So I'll probably have to redo one of them, or who knows, maybe there's another design that would work with 2 sizes. So that'll probably be the hardest part, is measuring your wire out and using the same amount of wire so that you get the same thing. I think I prefer the one we just did today together because I like a little bit larger of an earring. So I probably prefer that one. And I think I'll make this one a little bit bigger. Or I could use this one as a pendant and make another smaller one. That would be an option too. Yeah, I know. No one probably would notice. I mean, they're not terribly different in length. I think they're a little different in width, but yeah, maybe there's something I can do to this one, make some sort of asymmetrical earrings. Put some different stuff on either side. Well, that was fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed this idea of just using some of the supplies from the supply kit, especially if you missed out on getting the bead kit for this week. You can definitely make these earrings, no problem. The supply kit is 20% off, so you'll get a little bit of a discount this week until tomorrow, or while supplies last. You'll get these items, you'll have all these findings, you'll have these sweet little beads. It also comes with two 10-foot spools of soft flex beading wire in black and copper, and comes in the 2 spools of craft wire that we used today, the 18 gauge and the 26 gauge in our bare copper. Oh, that's true too. Amy says add another jump ring to the top to make it a little bit longer. That would be a way to kind of help fix it too. Good options. You can make, Lydia says you can make a bigger one and put the bat on it and then use the smaller one for a different charm. And then you've got more of an asymmetrical kind of idea. That's true. And this way it's like purposefully, right? You can do something that's a little bit longer and then it's purposefully different. I like that idea. All right, let's go ahead and pick our winner. So if you haven't entered yet, comment hashtag Monster Mash to be entered. We've got 64 of you right now. Just tip your head to the short side. Kim says, just put one head over it. You could put your hair up on one side and keep it down on the other. I do that a lot where my hair is only up on one side. So this is from the Monster Mash kit. And we've got I think we have about 20 of them left online. The party is this weekend, and all of this kind of stuff is included in the Monster Mash kit. And then for the party, we'll also be using a bunch of the beads from Jesse James Beads in their Monster Mash kit, which has, unfortunately, theirs has sold out, but you can still get ours and you can still get everything included in it. 67 of you have entered. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a winner. Make sure to let me know in the comments that you're here, and then we can send your prize to you. Let's see. Who's it going to be today? Anastasia, congratulations. You're over on YouTube. And just let me know in a comment on the chat that you are here. We'll give you a few moments. Hooray, hooray. Oh, I'm so excited about this wire weaving. I think you guys are going to really enjoy getting to meet Sandra on Wednesday. So mark that on your calendar. Join us on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time for a beading party with Sandra Dotson. And she is a wire weaver, so we'll talk with her. She's someone new to our community. We just met her at a conference earlier this year. And then we have the Monster Mash on Thursday and on Friday. Oh, I haven't seen Anastasia comment yet. Is she here? We'll give you another moment. I know it is going to be fun on Wednesday. Busy week, Amy says. It is 4 videos this week. My goodness. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, I'm not seeing Anastasia. Wah, wah. Well, if she does come on, we could probably make it happen for her. Oh, let me actually share that again. And we're going to draw again. Doot, 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 doot. Diane Dice Viviano over on Facebook. Are you here, Diane? Let us know in the comments. I agree, Lydia. The weaving looks very elegant. It really does. I think it's going to be neat to see, like, when you're wearing it on earrings, how it kind of catches the light, it catches the light a little bit. Diane is here. Hooray. Hooray. Congratulations, Diane. Go ahead and send us an email at info at softflexcompany.com and let us know your shipping address, and we'll go ahead and get your prize in the mail. Damien, we will be sending Diane our Halloween Hustle supply kit, so she can make a pair of woven bat earrings herself too. Hooray. Thanks everybody for joining me today. Wishing you a spooktacular week. I look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday, and then I'll see you again on Thursday and Friday for the Monster Mash jewelry making parties. We have 20% off our spooky fall collection over at softflexcompany.com. Good until tomorrow, October 10th at midnight Pacific time. And until next time, I'll see you guys again next Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time here for another episode of Free Spirit Beading on the Softflex Company Facebook page and YouTube channel. Thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you later this week. Bye.